Here are some top manhwa recommendations that are set in the same universe, the PTJ universe. Lookism.
Lookism follows Daniel Park Hyung-suk, an overweight and bullied high school student who faces constant harassment due to his appearance. After transferring to a new school in Seoul, he mysteriously wakes up in a second body, tall, muscular, and handsome. Daniel soon discovers he can switch between his two bodies, using the attractive one during the day and returning to his original body at night. As Daniel navigates his double life, he becomes a social media influencer, an entertainment trainee, and a fashion model. He eventually forms a gang, uncovers the mystery behind his second body, and discovers its connection to a deeper family history. Over time, his original body also begins to change, symbolizing his personal growth and evolving identity.
Questism.
Questism centers around Kim Soo-hyun, a timid and often bullied high school student who one day mysteriously gains a strange power. His life becomes like a video game, complete with quests, levels, and rewards. At first, the quests are simple, like talking back to a bully or standing up for himself, and completing them grants him stats, skills, and items. As he fulfills more missions, Hyun gradually becomes stronger, more confident, and begins to rise through the school's social hierarchy. Eventually, Hyun becomes embroiled in the violent and chaotic world of school gangs. Using his quest system, he takes on increasingly dangerous challenges, confronting powerful delinquents and leaders from other schools. As he climbs the ranks, he uncovers darker secrets behind the schools and the reason he was given the quest system. The series blends comedy, action, and psychological growth as Hyun transforms from a weak outcast into a formidable and strategic fighter driven by his evolving goals and values. How to Fight, also known as Viral Hit, follows Yo Ho-bin, a scrawny and frequently bullied high school student who lives with his sick mother. His life takes a surprising turn when he accidentally flings noodles into his friend's face, sparking a fight between them. The scuffle is unintentionally recorded and uploaded online, quickly going viral on the video sharing platform YouTube. Realizing the potential of fight content, Ho-bin begins uploading more videos, showcasing real combat techniques he learns through research and practice. As his channel grows, so does his confidence, popularity, and income. But with fame comes danger. Ho-bin soon finds himself drawn into the brutal world of underground high school fighting, facing off against increasingly powerful and ruthless opponents. The story explores themes of bullying, personal growth, justice, and the influence of social media, as Ho-bin transforms from a helpless victim into a skilled fighter and rising internet star, all while trying to protect his mother and stay true to himself. Manager Kim. The story centers on Manager Kim, a seemingly ordinary middle-aged man who works as a company manager and is a devoted single father to his daughter, Minji. However, beneath this unassuming exterior lies a former elite Black Ops operative with a formidable past. When Minji mysteriously disappears, Kim's tranquil life is shattered. Driven by paternal love and desperation, he reverts to his lethal skills to uncover the truth and rescue her, stopping at nothing to confront those responsible. My life as a loser.
Kim Jin-woo is a timid, stuttering third-year high school student plagued by severe bullying and low self-esteem. Despite his miserable life, he clings to the hope of escaping his torment by getting into a prestigious university, landing a good job, and one day taking revenge on the bullies who ruined his youth. His breaking point comes when he discovers that the owner of a phone store, where he went to collect part-time wages, is none other than Jang Eun-cheol, the worst of his former tormentors. After enduring mockery disguised as an apology, a furious Jin-woo throws the money away and storms off, only to fall over a railing in a fit of rage, plummeting 3 stories. In a bizarre twist of fate, as Jin-woo blacks out mid-fall, his curse triggers a supernatural event. Jang Eun-cheol, now 21 years old, is suddenly sent back in time and wakes up in Kim Jin-woo's body during his second year of high school, only to be brutally beaten by his own past self. To return to his original body and break the curse, Eun-cheol must now prevent the 4 catastrophic events that destroyed Jin-woo's life and guide his former self, once a cruel bully, onto a path of redemption. This manhwa is, without a doubt, the best I've read in the entire PTJ universe so far. While the art might not be on the same level as Lookism, the depth of the story, emotional impact, and powerful character development easily make it stand out. It delivers a gripping narrative that balances action, regret, and redemption in a way that few others do.
Juvenile Offender.
In the words of Lee Yoon-sung, South Korea is filled with various shitty laws. This line sets the tone for Juvenile Offender, a powerful and dark revenge manhwa from the PTJ universe. Now that the story has concluded, it firmly stands out as one of the most emotionally raw and brutally satisfying series in the lineup. The story centers on Lee Yoon-sung, a high school student whose life was destroyed by relentless bullying. Under South Korea's lenient juvenile laws, his tormentors walked free, while Yoon-sung was left scarred and broken. Consumed by rage and a thirst for justice, he ends up committing a crime that lands him in juvenile detention. There, he begins his carefully planned path of revenge, encountering former bullies and executing brutal payback one by one. However, one key figure remains untouched,
forcing Yoon-sung to dig even deeper into the failures of the legal system and the moral cost of vengeance. The manhwa is much more intense and graphic than other PTJ series. The fights are savage and personal, echoing the depth of Yoon-sung's hate. The bullies are portrayed as truly despicable, making their downfall deeply satisfying. What's especially compelling is Yoon-sung's moral stance. He's glad his abusers haven't changed because it lets him hurt them guilt-free. Yet as the story progresses, we also see how revenge consumes him, blurring the line between justice and cruelty.